It will take a few minutes or seconds. ঠিক আছে আপু? Don't worry. Okay, I think we are live now. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to Autism Success Academy. This is your host, Tasnuba. Actually, you guys know me as Dr. T, and today is our Tuesdays with Dr. T. So today we have a very special guest, a beloved student of mine, and she's a graduate of our Autism Transformation and Success online program. She's actually from Bangladesh, but I would really appreciate if you guys just take her as a mom on the journey and learn from her story, learn from her sharing her experience and what is available for you and your child. So let's just start and begin. If you have any question, please let us know in the comments so we can ask Apu the question as well. And if I cannot come back to your question, please don't feel upset, because sometimes, since I'm going through Zoom, sometimes Facebook doesn't connect with Zoom very fast. So maybe you are asking us the question. We are not avoiding your question, but we just don't know that you have posted the question. Okay. So at the same time, I will try my best to keep eye with my phone so that I don't miss your questions and everything. Let's just dive into it. Okay. So Apu, assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot to us, actually, because a lot of us don't have the courage. Okay. We don't feel that courage to show up ourselves, even though we have been having really great service, really great results. You mean a lot. Thank you so much for being with us. I want you to give us a little background on who you are, where you are coming from, and how you decided to join us in our program. Okay.
Thank you for your question. It's my great pleasure that you invited me here. I'd like to talk my other super moms in this group.
MashaAllah.
Okay. I'm Sanjeeda Nazneen. I'm mother of two precious child, and one of my child is in the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the background, I'd like to say I'm working in a renowned private university for more than 12 years.
Wow. You are a lecturer, right?
I'm a senior lecturer.
Senior lecturer, mashallah, mashallah, senior lecturer. So what's your subject, by the way?
It's mathematics.
Mathematics, oh my God. Okay, so we will talk about that another day, but math, a girl teaching math in university is really awesome. So you are very much, I would say, like calm and collected, and you are a great person to learn from, actually, because you are not like any person who are just speaking off the ground and doesn't make sense and things like that. Okay, so again, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your valuable time and sharing your experience. So let's dive straight into how you made the decision to join us. What made you decide that Autism Success Academy is the right choice for you and your child?
Oh, it's a long journey. My son is 6.5 years old now, and it was diagnosed when he was 2.5 years old. Wow. So at that moment, I haven't any idea about the term, actually, about what was ASD. I had no idea. So after the diagnosis of my child, I was very anxious, worried, and I tried to learn new things. So I started study about the topic. What is it? Why does it has so much impact on my child? Will it be recoverable or not? I was very much anxious at that moment. And the so-called therapy in our country that is going on here, I just availed that program because I had no other option at that moment. So I had availed the therapy called speech therapy for my son because he was diagnosed with speech delay. Okay. And for a longer period, I took it for 4 years. I never stopped any therapy. I availed occupational therapy, speech therapy, sensory integration therapy, but
Mhm.
I haven't found that much impact on my son.
Mhm.
And after
Okay.
that, in social media, um, I think in this year, February, I watched a video shared by one of my social media friends,
Mhm.
and that was the program was broadcasted
In
on
the
the
live
TV,
TV.
in the
It
live
was
TV,
probably with
and
the Deshupandar video,
yeah,
right?
I think
Deshupandar
it
interview.
was
Okay.
that, and I when I just watched the program, I found that you and me share the same mind at that moment. You were talking about the feeling that is all that goes on my mind every time. I haven't seen. I was anxious about the future of my son, and you showed me the path. So you motivated me. So I thought that I tried a lot, and
Mhm.
let's try it.
One
Maybe
more
it will
time.
have an impact on my son.
Inshallah.
So I just
Mashallah.
reviewed your program.
Okay. So give us a little bit of more details. By the way, we have a lot of friends and our family members here. Family as in the Autism Success family. We have Shelly Apu here. We have Farial Apu here. We have Marzi Apu here. All of your, group mates are here cheering you on and everybody is loving you absolutely. So you are doing already great job at describing your journey with us so far. Tell us a little bit about, did you get support from your husband and were you able to make him understand the need for you to join the program? Because often
Yeah.
it's a problem with many mothers. They cannot make their husband understand why they should join the program.
Yes. My husband always gives support to me.
Mhm.
I had no other problem to avail any program whenever, because he had not that much time, but I had, or I have. I try to spend all of the time or most of the time
Mhm.
to learn about new things to for the recovery of my child.
Mhm.
And when I get any news, or when I get any guidance from anywhere or from anyone, I just inform it to my husband, and we
Mhm.
discuss it, and he tried to uh, avail all the program. And
Mashallah.
I tried to discuss it. I tried to motivate him, and I showed him the video of your uh, live telecast, and
Mhm.
he watched it, and he said to me that that's right. Okay.
That's right. Because everything is not, everything in life is not, does not come with a guarantee that this is definitely going to work. As parents, as mom, as dad, our responsibility is to help our child overcome their developmental delays, overcome their developmental struggles, because it is totally possible to have autism and to also be successful. They're not mutually exclusive, right? Like we all think that having autism means the child is disabled for life. That's not the case. That does not need to be the case. And that's what we work towards, okay? All right, so can you please give us a little bit? Oh, we have a lot of love from everyone coming on and on and on, okay? So can you please give us a little share on your before and after picture of your son, okay? What he was going through, what struggles he had before you joined the program, and the win and the, level that he is at this moment.
Okay. Before joining the program, he had that much issues that is more common to the ASD child.
Mm-hmm.
That means he had sensory issues, picky
Okay.
eating issues,
Mm-hmm.
hand clapping issues like this, and sleep issues also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after the availing of the program, and I think after 1 or 2 months, most of them reduced. Reduced means maybe 80% reduced. I find
Mashallah.
that.
Mashallah. So you have reduced 80% problem of his behavior, his hyperactivity, his sleep issues, and his other. How about his speech? How about his speech? How is it going on? Because this is one of the number one tension of our parents, whether my child will be able to speak or not, and what you have overcome so far.
He's trying to utter new words,
Mm-hmm. Mashallah.
and most of them are meaningful. Previously, it
mashallah.
wasn't that much, though the pronunciation are not quite okay or not
Mhm,
that much clear. But I
mhm.
think as he's trying to communicate with us, maybe, or I believe that gradually the
Yes,
problem will be decreased, and he will overcome his speech delay. I think so.
inshallah,
Inshallah.
inshallah. That's the most important thing, that the mother and the father have the faith in the child, that the child will be overcoming the speech delay, because this is not a permanent problem. And another thing, a child, let's say a child who has been having speech delay for a few years, just because you joined our program, your child will not start speaking in 2 or 3 months, right? It will take some time. It will take some time, because it's about the brain learning new things, the brain forming new network, new neurons, and new rejuvenation and everything. Okay, so for those of you who are listening, this is not a magic pill. And yeah, sometimes we do share, some of our students, they start talking within 2 or 3 months inside the program. But you have to understand one thing: one child and the other child, they are not having the same problems. Even though their age might be same, their gender might be same, the problems inside the body is never the same, which is why a progress of one child should not be like totally replicatable for another child. But what we do recognize, and what we do reiterate and make really strong voice, is that there is 100% chance of recovering maximum of the developmental delays and the problems that the child is facing. Okay, so thank you so much for saying that. You have, how long have you been with us? 4 or 5 months already, right?
From May, I think.
From May, so it's like May, June, July,
It's
August,
4 months.
about 5 months, about 4 months. Yes, end of May. So about 4 months, and you have seen about 80% of improvement in all of that. So that's a great improvement. In just 4 months, you have been able to improve 80% of his struggles. So we can really look forward to the other few months, and then you can come back and share with us all the great discoveries that you have done with him. Okay, all right. So I know when you came to us, you were very much stressed and anxious, because you were also a working mom. A lot of the mom who come to us are stay-at-home mom, but then some are also working mom. I have worked with many working moms, and many mom who was on the stop, like they have stopped their career because they have to take care of their child. They don't know where to send them, and the school might not have been able to help the mother overcome those problems and whatnot. So in that sense, how is your life now as compared to where it was before you joined us?
Okay. Before joining the program, I was anxious, very much worried. I wasn't that much confident. And I was always worried about the future of my son. And when I watched your program, the when I heard about the diet, that means the heal and seal part, I was very much anxious about that.
Picky, picky eating.
Because my son was, he was a picky eater, and I never thought of offering my son the soup,
Mhm,
the bone broth or something, the soup.
mhm,
So my son, he doesn't like, or like he didn't like. Now he likes it. He didn't like any soup-like items.
mhm,
So I was very much anxious whether if I offer him, will he take it or not? Will he have it or not? But after availing your program, you artistically motivated me to set my mind so
mhm,
that I overcame the situation
mhm.
without the availability of the tonic. It wasn't
Yeah,
available at the time. Without tonic, I did this. I did all of this. I started heal and still part also. How
mashallah.
come I did it? I can't even think that how come I did it. And
Mhm,
now at that moment,
mhm,
from the first in the first week of heal and seal, it was very tough to feed my son the
mhm.
soup like items. But
Yeah.
now at that moment, it is not that much worsened. The condition is that much worsened. Now
Mhm,
I can continue it for 2 years. I think it will
Wow.
not cause any problem.
Wow, wow, that's a huge, because a lot of the mother, actually one of the mom inside of our group, she recently shared in one of her win posts that she wish that she joined our program 1 year before, but she was very scared because her son was very picky. Okay, so let this be a very much Ashar alo to all of the mothers who's listening. Even if your child is the most picky eater, Alhamdulillah, the thing that I can really guarantee is I have, Alhamdulillah, 100% success rate in overcoming any sort of picky eater that you have. And the way that we do it is through mindset work, and then through also detoxification, which helps to reduce the sensory issue. So one of the things that we was able to overcome with you was that we didn't have the detoxification supplement available for you. Okay, we just ordered them from, and then they were taking a long time coming, and then time was going out, so you just had to do it. Can you tell me a little bit more on what was the real motivation about helping you through this overcoming the picky eating journey?
So, okay.
Think it's okay. We are listening to you. We are waiting for you. Okay.
Okay. You during coaching classes, you you taught us the you taught us some meditations, and I tried to regularly maintain it. I tried to do all the meditations and all the stuffs that you told me to apply on me. So I tried to avail it. I tried to practice it every time. And so and it made me cool and calm to handle the situation. So I just did it. And by the
Mashallah.
grace of Almighty Allah, I did it. Actually, thanks
Mashallah.
goes to Allah. Allah
Yes,
helped me a
definitely.
lot. And also, you are the one who motivated me at that moment. You
Because
gave us that much support.
thank you so much. Because to some extent, I understand what actually is the hurdle, what actually are the barriers that stop the mother from being able to overcome the picky eating. Okay. A lot of the time, it's about our fear. Okay. Our fear and our belief in the personality and identity of our child. So we are like, he's a picky eater, he won't eat. So I won't try much harder unless there is a real strong push with me, behind me, saying like, go Sanjeeda, you can do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. This is the way, just follow it. And you were able to do it, right? Okay. So how about your own physical health? I do remember you had a lot of hypertension and you were on medication. What's happening there now? How are you feeling now?
Okay. What you told me that you told us to take some supplements. You gave us some guidance to avoid some food. I just followed the protocol and taking the supplements. I took the supplements. I'm now taking the supplements.
Mashallah.
And after doing that much meditation, I found or I became the person who is more confident now, who is more cool and calm. I'm not that much anxious and worried that I was before. And maybe for this reason, my hypertension is now in control, is fully
Mashallah.
controlled. I
Mashallah.
do not need to take medication now.
Wow. How long have you been taking the medication, by the way?
It's 24 years long. No,
Wow.
no, no, no. I have been suffering for 24 years, but I took the medication for 11 years.
11 years. Wow. Okay. So for 11 years, what medications couldn't do, meditation did.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so we have got a lot of congratulations from a lot of our viewers. So one of our team members is congratulating you. We have Safa Apu saying assalam. Then we have Tanzia. We have Nurun Ali. We have so many people saying salam and hi and encouraging you so far. So you are doing great. The thing is, one of the reasons why our program really changes life, not just of the child, but of the mother and of everybody around, is because I have tried to build this whole program as holistic as possible and as conductive for a human being. For us, what happened, I'm not just a person with a body. My mind affects my body. My emotions affects my body. My body affects my emotion as well. If I am stressed, if I am not feeling well inside my body, I am having foggy head, I'm exhausted, I won't be feeling great. An exhausted mom is not a very, ready mom, like, okay, today I am going to conquer picky eating, right? So, which is why this thing always works, because we teach the mom to make herself happy and healthy as well, physically, mentally, emotionally, as well as spiritually, because those are the 4 quadrants of life. I totally believe in not just solving one solution. The problem with what we have in our community, in our worldwide, is when you go to the doctor, let's say you go to the doctor and you say that my child is not sleeping, they will give you melatonin supplement. If that fails, which will eventually, then they will give you sleeping pills for your child. And what that will do, yes, your child will sleep, but then your child will be like that all throughout the day. And that will literally put the brake on the brain development. Any medication that acts on the brain puts the brake in development. A lot of the parents don't understand this because they think doctors, when they prescribe, that's the goal and they should totally follow through that. It's not always the problem of the doctors. A little bit is about the real knowledge and also being up to date with the research. And the medical system in general, they just treat the body and the symptom. They don't go deeper. When you go to the specialist saying that your child is not speaking, they will tell you go to the therapy. So the therapists are trying their best. I never say that the therapists are the wrong people. Astaghfirullah, it's not that. There is a confusion. What I say is they are trying their best, but the best falls short because it's not actually geared towards brain development. What we are trying to do is we are trying to train the child by making him mimic words without understanding what the word means, right? Which is why you tried therapies for 4.5 years or more than that, and then you didn't get result. And in just 4 months, you got 80% improvement, right? So I want you to tell us a little bit on the whole program and how it affected the various parts of your life, okay? For example, your emotional health, your son's emotional health and well-being, your and your son's mental health and well-being. So the difference between emotional and mental health are not same, okay? Mental is like in your mind, what are you thinking? The anxious thoughts, whether my son is able to speak or not, whether he will be independent or not, whether I will be ever able to achieve my dreams or not, right? Because I totally believe this, and I say to all the parents, all the mom, my life, my birth is not just to become a mother. I want to achieve more. I want to have more impact. It's actually the lifelong quota of everybody. All of us need to be more than just 1 or 2 roles that we are playing. The role of a husband, a wife, role of a mother, role of a daughter. There's so much more to life, right? So we would discuss a little bit on that as well. So tell us more about the emotional health and well-being that we provided you with. We helped you achieve.
Emotional well-being. Okay. So I told you that I was very much anxious and and worried about my son's future, and and also and after that, when I avail your program, I found that you are the one, or your program is designed in that way that most of the times I found that 66% of the program is just for the well-being of moms, and rest of the 34% for the work that we have to do on child, or we have to apply for the recovery of our child. So 66% means that you gave us the guidance for, or you guided us for taking supplements for how to lead our life and how to overcome uh, all type of anxious thoughts, how
Mhm.
to overcome from the worriness, and you also, yeah, I can recall that you did some important meditations.
Mhm. We
That
call them clearing,
meditations,
remember?
yeah, yeah, and the
The inner
meditations,
child healing and trauma healing.
yeah, yeah, inner child healing, trauma healing. That's trauma healing part, and the inner child. I never heard these terms, but uh, doing that much meditation,
Mhm.
you also prepared some order of uh,
Clearing.
order of clearing. I did
Mhm.
most of them, not all of them, and
Mhm.
I found that now the confidence level uh, of me is it's increasing. It's increasing on me. I'm so much confident about the recovery of my child. I'm so much confident on me, who
Mashallah.
I am. What is my responsibility? Is it my responsibility, or is that I want that my son will just overcome his situation and I will be in this position the rest of my life? No. I have some role. I have some social responsibility. You know that I'm working as a senior lecturer.
Mhm.
I now I set up my mind, and you taught me in that way, or you showed me the path that I will be able to now I will be able to do some higher study, because
Mashallah.
I would like to do the PhD of my course. Yeah, I would like to avail the program. I think I will be able to
Inshallah.
manage it, this one.
Inshallah. Definitely,
Inshallah.
definitely. You have my 100% faith, and so many of our audience are also giving you the thumbs up and all the hearts because they have faith in you as well. You will definitely be able to achieve the PhD and go forward. I want for the listeners who are listening to us or watching us live and in the replay, they will be. I want to say a little bit about the trauma healing part. Okay. So, what the trauma healing is when the way that we were raised, the way that we were parented, sets a lot of beliefs inside of us, like what is achievable, what is not achievable, what I am worthy of, what I am not worthy of. Every time we would ask our parents, "Mom, can you please buy this?" And then she would be say, "We don't have enough money." Or, "Can I do this?" "You cannot do that." So we keep on learning that we have very small boundaries and we cannot flourish. We cannot be successful. So the order of clearing and the trauma healing things that we do, it helps the mom and her subconscious mind to overcome and override those programming. Okay. And that makes the mother more, like blooming like a flower and ready to face the world and be the best version of herself. And that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm looking forward to your PhD. Okay. Inshallah. So you have already stated a little bit about your physical health. I want you to tell a little bit about how your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is affecting your child and your family life as well.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Previously, I couldn't enjoy. I couldn't enjoy anything. I forgot. Uh, I think I forgot how to.
Have fun.
Yeah, I forgot how to have fun, or not forgot, but I think I was so disappointed.
Mhm.
I couldn't see any good uh, from anything. Okay, it always um, uh, left me apart from any good things. Okay, I
Mhm.
just I thought about the um, future of my son. I was so much uh, occupied by that thought.
Yeah.
I have another son also. He's
Yeah.
neurotypical.
Mhm.
I didn't even think about the well-being of that child also.
Yeah.
Okay, but after availing the program, I I I found that now in every aspect of my life, every um, in every what to say, in
Quadrants of your life, you are doing
yeah,
well.
yeah, I'm doing well. I'm enjoying everything. Even
MashaAllah.
uh, even I would like, even I try to give uh, my two of the kids time separately, because one of them is neurotypical. He needs different type of time. He tried to
Yes.
enjoy. He tried to enjoy with me in separate way, and
Mhm.
also and also for the, what to say, the neurodiverse child, I gave him, or I try to give him that much time that he wants in his way. So
Mhm.
now I can give family time to all of them, and I'm trying to do
Without
this.
feeling
And it,
exasperated,
yeah. It's
like in
not that.
short of time. Like, I don't have enough time. I have
Yeah,
to do so many things.
it's
Mashallah,
not that.
mashallah, mashallah. Because that's one of the things that I like to teach my students and to you all, is that our well-being is not just for us, it's for everybody. Because when a mother is actually happy, she have the physical health, the mental clarity, the emotional happiness to give service to her students. You are a teacher, to
Yeah,
her in-laws, parents, husband, kids, and now you even know how to parent both the kids separately, because we have our fourth pillar is parenting, right? The five pillar that we teach: diet, detoxification, lifestyle, parenting, and the inner work that we do, right? So the five pillars, they come together and they help not just the child, it helps the mom, it helps the whole family. So it's actually the success of the whole family. Because when the mom is just always all consumed in her thoughts about the child, because I am a mother of three, but when with Muhammad, I actually forgot that Ira and my elder son exist in the world and that my husband exists in the world. I forgot about everything. I will just focus on Muhammad. But now, Alhamdulillah, Ira is also having a healthy childhood. Previously, she was very anxious because I wouldn't give her the time. She was not a priority for me. Muhammad was. So I wouldn't give her the time and attention, and she was very much demanding, and I would get angry. I would want to hit her. I would want to like, why do you take so much of my time? Because I have this 24 hours and then it's not enough. But now we both know, and our students, our moms inside the group, and now the inshallah, the community, we know that the way this program works and is successful is because it is directed not just the physical health, the brain development, but also the emotional and mental health and well-being of the mother, who is the steward of the ship, who is the captain of the ship, right? In a family, the father is the Amir, he is the head of the family, but actually it's the mother who cooks, who cleans, who takes care of the child. So she needs to be very calm and collected and understanding of her responsibilities and rights, right? Okay. So now on to a very juicy topic about finance. Okay. A lot, maximum of our students, not students, the people who wants to join us, their first problem is that we are expensive. Okay. So I want you to share, how did you find the investment having more return than not investing in the program and just following through with the therapies and with the things that are not working? Okay, how would you differentiate the financial help of our program that's happening? It's a little tricky. Take your time. It's okay.
okay.
Mhm.
So I told you that I availed for long 4 years, 4.5 years. I availed therapies for longer periods, and
Mhm.
it was weekly, 4 times, 5 times,
Mhm.
that one. And
How much did that cost? Let's do a calculation and math. 4 to 5 times a week. How much is each session?
session, that means I availed. Sometimes I availed it by going to the centers, and I availed it. But I have not that much time,
Mhm.
so the therapies come to my
Coming
home,
home.
and they came to
That
my
is
home.
that is a little more
And
expensive also, right?
it's very expensive, and
It's
it
very
costs
expensive.
30,000 per month.
Wow. So 30,000 per month for something that is not working. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's say we are 10 times that amount. Let's say we are 10 times that amount or 20 times that amount. So now tell me, for 4 years, every month you have been spending 30,000. So let me get out the calculator while we are talking. I think on the spot, if we can do this calculation, it will be really, because a lot of the time we are just following through temporarily what's working now. We're just thinking about today and just tomorrow, and then nothing in between, right? So it roughly, let's say for 4 years, if a parent is doing the therapies for 4 years.
It's not for 4 years, 30,000. Previously, I just availed for 3 times weekly, that is. And after that, when my son just, he was 4.5 years old, and that on the Corona time, I availed from the
people
two institutions. Yeah, 2 of them just came to my home. Yeah,
wow.
People coming to our home from very beginning. Okay. So I think for 1 year, 1.5 years, so 1.5 years, I availed 30,000 per month. And before that, I availed for 15,000 per month.
Okay. So let's say 15,000 for 3 years, that will be 36 months. That's 5,40,000. Yeah. And then add the 30,000 per month. It's actually more than 7,000 US dollars. Okay. And we are not charging 7,000 for a lot of people. We are doing even less than that. And we are giving the result in just 4 months, right? It's as clear as that. The reason why I am bringing the money part, it might feel a little icky and like, oh my God, she's doing the calculation live in front of everyone. Well, honey.
No, I don't want to hurt any therapist. I don't want to hurt. I'm not against
exactly.
therapy, and also I'm not against the therapists. The therapists are doing
what they have. They are exactly. They're doing their best.
They did their best effort on my child. But the thing is, my child has internal issues. So if you the detoxification part, it has a great impact on my child's gut. I think so.
Wow. Yeah.
So, and that much, but because if I have internal issues and they are just externally teaching us, how come my son will take or my son will do the things that they are teaching them?
Exactly, because the brain is not understanding the commands.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. They are trying their best. The therapies are trying. The therapies are there. They are therapeutic, but only if your child really understands what he is supposed to do, his brain is understanding what the brain is supposed to do. Otherwise, it's not the fault of them. It's just the fault of the system that we are following. For example, we have been eating sugar for hundreds of years. Some of us love sugar so much. But we know now through research that sugar is 50 times more addictive than heroin. So now you know that sugar is actually bad for you. 10 years ago, did you thought about it? No, you didn't think about sugar being hard. You didn't think about the chocolates being hard, the soda, the Coca-Cola, all of those things we ate and we drank pretty much nicely. And, we didn't have immediate effect. That's why we didn't understand that it was actually affecting us deeply, because a lot of the problem happens very slowly and it builds up over time. And then suddenly after a few years, you have diabetes, you have cholesterol, you have so much problem, you have brain fog, your child has hyperactivity and so many other things, right? So small dose of poison, you might not be readily discernible, but it adds up over time. Similarly, when we are working on the body, we are cleaning up the system, then the brain can now have all the nutrients to grow and develop properly. And now, if you teach your child something, he will understand it. And another thing, we have mirror neuron. There are some neurons in the brain of everybody, especially the child. They have mirror neuron, and the work of the function of the mirror neuron is to learn from others and mimic. Mirror kachki. What's the work of the mirror? We see what's in front of the mirror. If I'm standing now, I will see myself wearing red lipstick and pink shawl, right? So if I'm wearing blue, then I'll see myself wearing blue. So what the mirror neuron does for your child is, if the mirror neurons are working clearly, properly, The child will see what others are doing and learn language from them. You don't have to actually teach your child. Whatever words you are teaching, you don't have to, like, I personally can vouch for that. I did not teach Muhammad like, Baba, this is cup, this is a phone, this is mom, this is dad, say, Dad, I love you. No. Suddenly one day he started calling me mom. Few months later, he started saying, Mom, I love you. Can you give me this? I'm hungry. Just like that. We didn't teach him anything. Okay, because when the brain gets the support, proper support, and the brain's proper support is not just diet. A lot of the parents think that just by changing the diet, a lot of things will happen. Your child's development needs a lot of support. It needs dietary support, nutritional support. It needs detoxification to be able to let go of the toxins and chemicals. Because whether you are in Bangladesh, whether you are in Pakistan or US or Canada, everywhere in the world, we are eating food that is contaminated, right? And it's affecting our liver. So if the liver cannot purify the nutrients will not be accepted by the brain, and then the brain cannot bloom. It's as easy as that. But the energy of the mother, the environment, whether the environment is stressful or not, because a lot of us hit our kids because we don't understand their point of view. When they're having meltdown, we get angry, we hit them, we scold them, we pressurize them, or maybe me and my husband, we are fighting, it affects the child. So the mental and emotional health of the mother, make sure that she is having an environment that helps the child from all angles. Because the child's development is not just the food, is not just the detoxification, is not just the parenting or lifestyle. It's all together, okay? And it's not very hard to do. By the way, our program, is it really hard to do at home? You are a working mom. Did it take a lot of your time?
No, it's not. At
Is
first,
it
I was very
doable?
much anxious about it, but I somehow managed to do it because if you have any caregiver for your child,
For
if
the
you
working
assist
mom,
him,
for
yeah,
working mom.
for the working mom, I'm telling about the working mom. So he can help you out. He or she can help you out. Okay.
Yeah.
But the
Because
thing is, we should notice that the child will have the child needs a friendly environment and also a friendly caregiver, and that's it. I found that my son enjoyed the accompany of his caregiver. He used to call him as Bhaiya. so,
Wow.
so the thing is, it wasn't very much difficult for me to change his diet or anything. At first, I was very much anxious about it, but now at the moment, it's not that much.
Mashallah. Mashallah. Okay, so we are very much near. We have been talking a lot. We enjoyed a lot. By the way, now that you know, it was really easy, right? Coming live is actually easy if you have a friendly person going on, okay? A chatterbox like me. Okay, so as a wrap up, because we have talked, let me give a little bit of a summary. You have been able to overcome 80% of your son's developmental delay in just 4.5 months. Okay.
Not at the speech delay, because it will not magically, it will not improve. It will improve day by day or gradually.
Inshallah.
So
Inshallah.
he's showing, he's uttering new words. He's trying to utter new words. He's trying to communicate with us. Not every time verbally, sometimes non-verbally, and to say he's now learning letters. He can write some of the English alphabets also.
Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. See, all of those things are really, really awesome, because it's not just you coming to the program or you doing something and then in 2 or 3 months things are happening. Because for Muhammad also, it took us 8 months to get his first word. Sometimes for some of our students, mashallah, in 2 months, they start using words, sometimes phrases. But as I keep saying, just because you saw, let's say you are someone listening to us and you are really excited, you want to join us, but you think that, okay, so-and-so son started speaking in 2 months, then maybe my son or daughter will start speaking or not. It might happen. It might not happen. Let's not focus just on speech, because a child is so much more than just speech. Because I personally, when I was younger, if you don't know, I'm a neurodiverse. When I was younger, I rarely spoke. I would speak to very few people. Okay, I would speak very rarely, but that does not mean that I have come out to be a chatterbox now. Okay, so whatever your condition your child is right now, it's not the full picture of what your child can become in 4 months, in 8 months, in 4 years, in 10 years, right? You have to have that faith. So you were able to overcome a lot of the developmental delays, especially the communication, especially the behavior, sleep, and all other those things, okay? And then you have personally yourself, you have went from being 24-year long hypertension patient, taking taking medicine for 11 years, and now you are medicine free. You are ready to go on to your PhD, inshallah. You are holding on to your job. You are holding on to your success as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter. Inshallah, you are doing very great in the other quadrants of your life. That's really cool. And you are also aspiring to have a very successful life. So in general, we have seen so much is actually possible. And then we did the calculation that we are actually, it's not, when you have to invest a lump amount of money in 1 or 2 go, it sounds a little high, like, can I do that? But the thing is, when you invest, then there is an opportunity for you and your child and the family to grow way beyond your expectation. Yeah. So wouldn't you have that calculation inside your mind, right? So I want Sanjeeda Apu to give us a little summary and maybe a little wasihat to our listeners if they want to, how to move forward from where they are right now. Give them some inspiration.
Okay. Hello, viewers.
Mm-hmm.
To say about, okay, I would like to say, please accept your child at first and do not lose hope. Always think in this way, something better will happen in one day, inshallah. Just let's try and try to move forward to to fulfill your dreams, okay, and wishes. And that's it. Please do not lose hope. Just if it happens that if you are availing the program and you are not seeing that much improvement within 6 months or 8 months, do not lose hope. It will happen gradually, inshallah. It is not a magic. You have to work on it. It's not that much that you are just your child will take the supplements and in the next morning he will do that. He will act like the neurotypical child. It will not happen. It will not happen magically. You have to work on it at first, or from the on the first month or second month. It will be like this, that it's very much tough for you to do the things. It's very much difficult for you. Maybe you will maybe you have some maybe you were anxious, or you have there's some worriness. But if you follow the protocol the way the Tasnubha Apu, the one and only Tasnubha Apu, our mentor, who taught us in that way. So if you follow the protocol, if you do the meditations that she told us to do every day, you will gradually feel energetic and try to stay cool and calm, and try to work the way, try to work on it to meet the demand for the recovery of your child. And inshallah, in a one fine morning, you will see that you will get the results. Inshallah, hopefully.
Inshallah.
We strongly believe on our Creator, Allah, and we shouldn't lose hope, because Allah exists and Allah showed us the path. We should follow the path. We should obey the laws, and that's it.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he is also saying that in Quran and in Hadith we have that whenever my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whenever my children, because we are his children, whenever my children, my makhlukat, says thank you and is grateful for small things, my heart becomes so much and I want to give more, and then he gives more, and then he gives more, which is one of the reasons we start all the calls and all the stuff that we go through with the wins, because even if it's 1% improvement, that is 1% improvement. And I always focus on the wins and how to troubleshoot the problems and improve more further, because it's just about it's not about the goal, it's about the journey. And I help others to enjoy the journey and to become the best version of themselves. Their child becomes the best version of themselves. But as we say, this is not about becoming neurotypical. This is about helping your neurodiverse child achieve success, because both are possible. I am a neurodiverse. I had a very, very, very rough childhood. I was not successful. I did not do great in school. People call me retarded. In Bangla, abal. Okay, there are so many words that we say to slow processors, because my processor was slow. But look what, I am the first person in our department. I'm actually from Prime University, okay, when I was in Bangladesh. So I'm the first person from our department to have completed the PhD, even way before a lot of my teachers, okay? When I was in school, I failed English, but then I got 9 in IELTS. It's totally possible. Everything is possible because my mother trusted in me, my mother believed in me, and then she helped me. She helped me have faith in myself. So I had faith in myself. I worked through myself. And that's why we need to have faith in our child and then help them become the best version themselves. Okay, so thank you so much, Sanjeeda, for coming. And all to our viewers and listeners, and also whoever we are going to be catching us in replay. Follow us in our Instagram, Autism Success Academy, or join our group, Autism Success Academy. We have our YouTube channel by my name, Dr. Tasnova Tunna. You can subscribe there. It helps me a lot when you share, because somewhere in the world, there is a mom or a dad at this moment crying, and they're thinking that their life is over. Okay, let's become the hope. And thank you again, Sanjeeda, for being courageous, because, you know, just because I have a few of the video testimonial, maybe a lot of you guys may think like, oh, only a few of the people are giving the testimonial, maybe it doesn't work for everyone. It's not that. It takes a lot of courage to come forward, even in the recorded video. So some of us don't prefer to go there, so it's totally okay. I don't pressurize, but yeah, thank you so much, Sanjeeda, for coming, and thanks to our viewers. Concierge ASA, our exemplary husband, I want you to please write down our WhatsApp number, and also the links where they can book the call, and then they can learn more about our program and join our program, because we are here to change your life. Okay, all right, I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz. Bye everyone.